He's one of the most acclaimed actors of all time, starring in award-winning movies like Philadelphia and Training Day, and portraying iconic real-life figures like Malcolm X. Now, Oscar and Golden Globe winner Denzel Washington is directing and starring in the new film Fences. He plays a former baseball player turned sanitation worker in 1957 Pittsburgh who missed out on turning pro. And he's trying to keep his son Corey, played by newcomer Jovan Adepo, from facing a similar fate.
You want to play football? You keep up with your chores, hold that job down at the A&P. That was the conditions. I stopped down to see Mr. Stewicki.
I can't work after school during the football season, Pop. I tried to tell you, Mr. Stewicki holding my job for me. You don't never want to listen to nobody. And then you want to go and do this to me?
I ain't done nothing to you. You done it to yourself.
Just because you didn't get a chance. You just scared I'm going to be better than you, that's all.
I was talking back to my computer at that point. I was watching it on my computer. Denzel and Jovan, good morning. Thank you for coming in. So take me back to the journey to the big screen. I think it was, what, 7 years in the making? And tell me how it works. So were you tapped to either direct or act in the film adaptation of the screenplay by August Wilson? Did you want to take it to Broadway first, or talk to me about that?
Scott Rudin, one of the producers, sent me the script, August Wilson's screenplay, 7 years ago. He said, what do you want to do? You want to act in and direct and produce? So I said, well, let me read it. So I read it. I realized I hadn't read the play. I'd seen the play in the 80s with James Earl Jones, Mary Alice, and Courtney Vance. But I saw it more from the perspective of Corey's character, because I was younger.
Yeah.
So I called Scott. I said, you know, I want to do the play. Let's do the play. And he said, you want to do the play? I said, yeah. So we did it. We had great success with it.
Let me tell you about that play. It was, what, 2010?
2010.
I'm looking at pictures here now. I remember I was living in Philadelphia at the time, and I'm a part of all of these women groups. There were busloads of folks. I remember church groups, my church. I mean, we were coming to New York City, and some people were coming, you know, 2 and 3 times.
Good.
And they were, you know, they were putting it all over Facebook. It was powerful to watch, and so many people got different things out of it for different reasons. Did you feel that when you were on stage, and did you say, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take this to the screen.
People ask me, what do I want people to get from this film? I said, it depends upon what you bring to it. That's the brilliance of August Wilson. It's about fathers, sons, relationships, deception, and we had a screening in LA a week or so ago, and we had a Q&A with the audience, and the guy said, I didn't know August Wilson was Polish. I said, what? He said, that's just like my family.
There you go, hardworking.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about that. You got the band back together again, and then you added this rock star. You got Jovan here. So you have Viola Davis, and I mean, you got the band back together. Was it an easy sell to get everybody together?
I'm still on Rockstar.
Let's talk about this rock star.
How did that feel?
So tell me, this is the man, the myth, the legend, right?
Absolutely.
So talk to me about how you were pulled into this here. I shouldn't say pulled in, but your audition. I mean, did you just hear his voice and say, oh, it's Denzel? I don't know if you went like this.
Something very similar to that. It was an opportunity, you know, that every young actor would want, you know, to get to work with somebody that you admire in your craft, and, you know, an opportunity to get access to such rich material. So I was really excited to get the opportunity just to audition, but actually earning the part. I mean, that's where it is. That's the best.
He was fantastic. He was fantastic. Talk to me about the dynamic between the two of you. And for people who don't know, I kind of set it up at the beginning. You could have gone pro. You were, you know, a baseball star in the Negro League. And then you come along and you want to play football. And he is, can I say mean? I mean, you were tough, but sometimes you were just...
You got to understand the times.
It was a generational shift,
It was a generational shift. And Troy, my character, thinks he could have made it, but he was a bit old. And he was frustrated about that. And he's like, what was his name from All in the Family?
Archie.
He's like,
Archie.
He's an equal opportunity hater.
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson, Jackie Robinson, he ain't nobody. Hank Aaron, oh, I'm better than him. You know, so his frustration about him not making it, he visits on his son.
And did you, when you were playing that role, did you see him? And I mean, there were times where you seemed so nervous and agitated. Did it? The fact that it was Denzel, did that play into it, or were you truly in the character at that moment?
A little bit definitely played into that, because, you know, this is...
Played into it in the audition.
Absolutely.
That energy.
Yeah, tell that story.
But you know, when I first auditioned, and I was standing outside of the office, and I heard his voice, and I had to pump myself up to get ready to go in there, and then you know, he opens the door, he had his baseball cap on, he was like, Jovan Adepo. I was like, oh, Denzel, what's up, man? And I walk in, I was stuttering and everything, like, he just could tell that I was gonna lose it. But you know, even when it came all the way to filming and after rehearsals, I still had a little bit of nerves because this is my first feature film, and I just wanted to keep my director, you know, happy with the work that I was doing. So that helped. It informed the character.
So to have Denzel here and to talk about this powerful film, it's an honor. And Jovan, best of luck to you. All right, so Denzel Washington, Jovan Adepo, Fences opens Christmas Day.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.